Some say teaching is a calling. Not just the act of sharing knowledge, but the work of shaping lives and inspiring change. In Shoshoni, Wyoming, that calling is answered by those who seek a deeper connection. Here in the wide open spaces of Fremont County, the landscape mirrors the possibilities. A place where teachers see their students and where they, in turn, are seen for who they are. Here at Shoshoni Schools, we are more than a district. We are a family. The school and this community is the heart of the community. It really is. We've got about 600 people that live in town. With that, we've got 400 kids and 100 staff members that work in this building. So, the school itself is equal to the size of the town. Shoshoni Schools is near and dear to my heart. I have a grandfather that graduated the 11th grade here in Shoshoni way back when. His diploma sits in the boardroom. My dad's picture is hanging on this hallway, and class of 1953. I had the opportunity to come to work here, started as a teacher and a technology director, and just worked my way up through the rank and file. I think we got a special thing here. I think we got a lot going on with family and culture and all those good things in life.
As a high schooler, I actually graduated in 2013, and in that time, it was when the school was being proposed to be a new building within the community. It was so fun to see the blueprints being made, and there was times in which us students could weigh in on what we wanted it to look like and what would be best for our community. And so having that say in the school district was a lot of fun.
Might have small little legs, like some of these were. This is what ultimately you guys are going to be creating. Won't show up.
As a high schooler, my teachers actually saw the potential in me, and they encouraged me to go into the career of education, which is something I never really had in the back of my mind. And now to be able to pour into our own kids to see potential that they don't see themselves is just a blessing in the fact that I can pay back what was given to me being raised in such a small community where the teachers know their students in a very personal level.
The family atmosphere comes from everybody, quite honestly. The family atmosphere is just like any other family. There's good days, there's bad days, and there's tough times, and there's wonderful times. We just try to not dwell on those not so good times and celebrate the wonderful times and keep things rolling and going. In Shoshoni, excellence is more than a goal. It is the foundation of every classroom, every program, and every achievement. Here, learning is personal. Small class sizes and a wide range of courses allow teachers to tailor their approach, meeting students where they are and helping them reach their full potential. It's no surprise that half of our students come from out of district, drawn by our reputation for quality and care. Our state-of-the-art facilities, built in 2016, redefine what a rural school can offer. From early childhood programs to innovative classrooms, these spaces aren't just modern, they're built to inspire. At Shoshoni Schools, we set the bar higher for rural education, proving that success isn't bound by geography. Together, we're building a community where pride and progress go hand in hand.
The school building itself is like a community college meets an airport, so it's got this really neat feel and vibe to it. It's very open. It takes lots of neat architectural designs as far as like space and natural lighting. So we're really trying to bring a more comfortable atmosphere instead of a more tight structure of a building.
Our facilities, in my mind, are state-of-the-art. And when we were in the design aspects of this, I had my tech people set up 3 model classrooms, 3 different things, 3 different ways of controlling the classroom. Our intent was to have classrooms that I could take a teacher out of any classroom and move into another classroom, and they'd be just as comfortable as they were in the other classrooms.
Even though we're a small school, we have so many different varieties of things that we offer, like tech and STEAM, and our STEAM program and our tech program is amazing. They've placed a ton of things at a collegiate level, so that's really cool. We have ag, we have all these different parts and pieces that kids get to find out who they are, and they get to find staff who kind of match that for them as well.
Our early childhood program provides just a step up for our beginning learners. We know through research that a great start in early childhood really impacts later school experience. We build relationships with families and students just the minute they walk in the door, but we are able to provide that early literacy, oral language opportunities with books just to give our kiddos a great head start.
We've got people who care about kids and kids being first, and working with those kids and making them the best they can be. And it's through the hard work of our staff and the results that we've obtained, ESEA Elementary School of the Year, good test scores on YTOP, and innovative things that we've done in the district to meet the needs of kids is the only reason why that came to fruition.
We have a lot of new initiatives coming on that we're really excited about. We're kind of focusing a lot toward trades. We have a young gentleman here named Corey Clemenson that he's teaching carpentry, and we actually have some properties just outside of the school here that we're going to build a 1,500 square foot house. These kids are going to learn from the ground up how carpentry works, how to build houses. We are working on getting a truck driver CDL program. These are all things coming online that are going to give these kids a head start when they walk out of these doors for the last time. It gives them a viable alternative to college. College is so doggone expensive anymore, and a lot of kids get hung up in if they want to transfer, credits don't move, stuff like that that's sort of more bureaucratic than educational. If we can offer them a little bit of a head start doing that, that's awesome.
How are you, Fawn? Good. Good. Good morning, Silas. How are you, buddy? Keelan, how are you? Can I give you a hand, honey? Can I give you a hand? Do you need help with anything? One thing we like to do here is celebrate, and so this morning we're going to have an assembly to celebrate both students and some special people in our lives here today, so we're very much looking forward to what's coming later this morning. Off to great students. So Shoshoni now is a bit different than when I was going to school here. As a student here, we had probably about half as many students. And so just even numbers and enrollment wise, we've probably almost doubled, I think, from the time I was in school, or close to. But that has provided some significant opportunities, especially at the elementary level, where we actually now have the opportunity to have 2 classes at every level. So that provides some team teaching. And so every single grade level has 2 classes, but they all combine into one grade level, and they work together, they share kids. And so the team teaching and collaboration that's provided has, I think, shifted what we do educationally here significantly.
This school district has made an impact on me as a student, and now as a professional, as a teacher. And it really hit home base because I know that with that impact, it's impacting others. And having my kids attend this school, I know it's impacting them in a positive manner. Because truthfully, if it wasn't for this school, I don't think the educational field would have ever been brought into my life. Call it destiny or fate, but it's my life, and I wouldn't picture it anywhere, any other way and anywhere else.
Rural education comes with unique challenges. At Shoshoni, the struggle to recruit and retain teachers isn't just an obstacle, it's an opportunity to innovate. Through apprenticeship programs and mentorship, we're building our future leaders, investing in those who believe in this community as deeply as we do. For our students, we aim to redefine what's possible. By offering career pathways, character-building programs, and a vision of life beyond graduation, we're helping them dream bigger and step confidently into their futures. Shoshoni isn't a town, it's a destination. Drawn by its natural beauty and opportunities, students and staff alike find inspiration in the landscape of Boysen Reservoir and the Wind River Canyon. Here, education mirrors the promise of the place itself, a source of strength, resilience, and boundless possibility. Shoshoni isn't totally different from a lot of places around the country right now. Teachers are hard to come by. They really are. We've struggled to get good people in the district, good applicants for our positions. And so from that perspective, we began to do some innovative things. We started growing our own. We developed a fund for staff to where we would repay tuition costs and fees and some of those things. And then recently, we started an apprenticeship program. That apprenticeship program is for teachers, and then we also have a separate apprenticeship program for administrators.
I feel like any sign of a successful leader is somebody who's willing to delegate and find people's strengths. And our superintendent, Mr. Thorin, and our elementary and high school principals both have really latched onto that philosophy. And so when they see someone with a strength, it's like, okay, how can we strategize around that and how can we help them rise in leadership? And so I feel like I've been one of those people that they've really invested in. And so to have someone that believes in me, believes in my family, believes in my growth, allows me to learn. You know, of course, I don't have all the answers all the time, but to be within a supportive network of people who are my colleagues, but also my friends is pretty unique and very special.
So my husband worked refinery turnarounds and led us all over the country. And he worked out here in Lysite a couple of times a year for about 7 years. And so back in 2011, 2012, we moved out to Lysite and set roots here. And I came out to the school here just looking for something to do, something to be a part of. And walked in the school and I told them I'd do whatever it is they wanted me to do. Since I have subbed in the kitchen, I've subbed as a secretary, I've been an administrative assistant for a year in special education. I worked in accounts payable for 10 years. I've been in human resources for 3 years, and I'm currently going to school to further my education to keep moving up.
The apprenticeship program has been really beneficial just for staff. Just we're able to find people who otherwise could not go to college, be able to afford them an education, but more importantly, afford them a salary while they're going to school. Teaching is not a profession where you make a lot of money. So to be able to support people who are passionate about it to get them through until they're able to get their foot in the door is absolutely important.
The apprenticeship program is such a unique opportunity because you're on the job, you're doing the work while you're learning, while you're getting training. As I was going through the principal certification, just being able to practice it, have opportunities to take on those leadership roles, but always with the safety net of support and knowing that I could go to not only my mentor, but anyone on the admin team that would mentor and support me and help me grow. Just a very unique opportunity.
Working somewhere that invests in their own people is empowering. To watch people go from paraprofessionals to teachers to principals to superintendents, just watching the growth around here is amazing. Seeing some of our students come back in and serve in those roles, to know that they're going to grow in those same places and teach our kids that we currently have is awesome.
At Shoshoni Schools, commitment isn't just a word, it's a way of life. It's seen in families who move here seeking a better future, and in staff who travel miles every day because they believe their work makes a difference. This dedication extends to long-serving board members who spent years shaping the district's path, and to students who pour their energy into everything they do, whether it's in the field, in the classroom, or within the community. This isn't just a school, it's a place where connections thrive.
As an individual who's not only a staff member here at the school, I do have a young family of my own. There were some conversations back and forth of whether I stayed home with my children, because that was a dream for me, but also having the encouragement and support and the flexibility of scheduling so that I could still maintain this professional life in which I love so much, but also have the time home with my kiddos that I don't feel like I'm missing out on the young, wonderful years of raising my family. This school was able to support that dream for myself to be a mother and be a teacher. And now my children are becoming school age. And it is the most wonderful thing to be able to drive my child to work with me daily, to drop them off to school, to see my children in the district, walking around, and not only just being able to have that close-knit connection, but also knowing that they are receiving the best education around. For those reasons, there's no better place than Shoshoni Elementary or Shoshoni Schools as a whole.
I think the staff and the administration work together to create a supportive environment because they listen to the staff's needs every week. Like every week they send out a survey, whether it's the SPED department, elementary or high school, to all of the teachers to check in. How was your week? Do you have any students with concerns? Is there something that I need to know? Like our goal is not to have kids stay here forever. Our goal is to send people out and have them a functioning member of society and the community and contributing to all of the different things that entails life. So I knew I wanted to help kids and I didn't necessarily know in what capacity or where that was gonna fit in my life. And luckily, I think, whatever you wanna call it, whatever intervention, I started working here for a reason and I met these people who believed in me and trusted me. And I think that autonomy made me wanna stay here. In all honesty, I did have other job offers once I got done with school, but I was like, no, I wanna work here.
I love the creation part of teaching. And so they've actually allowed me to create my own curriculum, which has been a real blessing because when I came here, they had one that was set up and I'm a weird individual and it just wasn't jiving with me. And so they let me create my own curriculum. It's been successful and now I have the opportunity to build off of it. And I think that's why I love it here, is they let me create.
Some of the best ways I would say that this district supports their staff is knowing that we are humans that are not here just to work, but we also have a life beyond these four walls. They support the family dynamic, but then in saying that, they want us to succeed professionally. And so they support, they fund, they encourage greater opportunities beyond what we are already doing. And so possibilities here are endless. We are constantly being encouraged and provided new opportunities to learn, to grow, to expand, to collaborate. And I would say those are some of the very best ways that our school supports us as individuals and as teachers.
For years now, I've had 100% retention rate at the elementary school for staff, and I think that speaks very much to the culture and of what we have going on here, and that people want to be a part of it.
So I moved to Wyoming in 2021. I was originally from New York. Came here, I had no clue what was going on because it's like Wyoming exists. Like, it's crazy. Definitely a change for the better. I've been here for 4 years. I honestly love it here. It's amazing.
How has Shoshoni Schools impacted your life?
Well, before here I was virtual, so that wasn't really too fun. But even before that, school was super crowded and populated, so you couldn't really get help if it was needed. And my grades started to go down a lot. When I came here, everybody was so nice and so helpful, and I was just so grateful for it. And that hasn't changed to today, and I'm just really grateful of all the opportunities that I've had in just 4 small years.
The thing I like most about going to the school at Shoshoni is probably the community of teachers and the student body. It really feels like a family, and the teachers are always willing to help out, and the students are always there for each other.
The thing I like most about going to Shoshoni is the community. Everyone just wants the best, whether it be staff or students. They just want the best for not only for themselves, but for everyone around them too.
When I started here, I had no experience with children at all. I never considered teaching. I was terrified of kids. Being here, I have learned an immeasurable number of lessons on how to parent, for one thing, and then in the classroom, getting the feedback from staff and administration, like, hey, we see you, like, you have a knack for this. They will empower you. They will give you tools. I think because we are kind of in the middle of nowhere, we tend to get overlooked. People aren't looking for jobs in the middle of Wyoming, for the most part, if they don't live here. And they probably don't know that this exists. I honestly didn't know that schools like this existed even in big cities. If anyone is looking for a job where they can feel like they're 100% part of the team, that they have support, and that they're gonna be valued, and that their personal assets that they have will be put to work, and that they will be part of a community, this is the place. This is totally the place. And people may be hesitant to move in from other areas to like a small town, but it's a great community overall. And there's a lot to offer here that people may not know. So I hope that people will see this and realize what a gem Shoshoni is, and get over the fear of moving somewhere new and into the unknown of what am I gonna do when I get there, and just realize that it's worth it for the joy of having some place that will make you happy when you're working.
Shoshoni is a place where educators bring their talents to life and where students discover their potential. It is more than an education. It is a shared journey where generations come together to inspire and be inspired. The path isn't always easy. It takes commitment, resilience, and a willingness to embrace the unknown. But for those who want to answer the call, Shoshoni offers the opportunity to create something lasting. A connection, a purpose, and a legacy that goes far beyond the classroom.
'Cause you feel